That's a curator. If I fight it, I'm gonna want to use that rock as cover. Flickering fires in the night signify the onset of the candle wind. Oh no. Not that plus the curator. That would be such a pain. Because we beat it, but we had a great setup for it. What do we do? The options after killing it were not that great last time. Reducing terror, a hefty amount, that's good, but not in our current situation. And getting some loot, but we had no indication as to what the loot would be. We'll go back here, because I'm curious about that horror. But I don't know that I can interact with anything. The central piece is the most conspicuous. That's the Strife Spinster, might as well. Get closer now. Yeah, that was quite bad. Whoa, that goes pretty fast. What is that thing splashing around? We shouldn't... Well, we can get iron. Okay, let's just get the bronze wood, because we have room in the hold now. What was that thing? Nothing, apparently. But I don't know how to interact with that place. And let's be careful because the curator was there and we are already damaged. Stripe Spinster, that's... We can play around with that. Keep our distance. That's... yeah, I messed up. Okay. A stowaway, something is amiss. Things are out of place. Unexplained cracker crumbs on the pantry floor. The chief engineer's favorite wrench hung on the wrong hook. Several empty pages torn from the back of your logbook. The crew protest their innocence and contribute their own stories. Vanished shoelaces, doors left open, oily footprints on the door frame. You have a stowaway. Is it Dilly? Dilly? You're taking our shit, Dilly? That's cute. Conduct a thorough search or coax them out. Perhaps you can make the stowaway come to you. 3 tales of terror? Oh, I can't do that. After an hour, an indignant pronunciation is tough here. An indignant stalker drags a sooty-faced urchin before you. Found her hiding in a supply crate in the hold. She had a right little treasure trove in there. Cutlery from the galley, Jones's Bible. And my best socks! He brandishes a horrible pair of socks. The stowaway picks her nose defiantly. The urchin wears an oversized skyfarer's coat, clumsily and drastically hemmed at the sleeves and tails. Her eyes are pale, accustomed to starlight. A mottle of old frostbite blemishes one cheek. When she speaks, her voice seems older than the rest of her. What is she? 12? 13? Ask her what she's doing here, ask where her parents are, ask her what she wants. Let her stay. Tell her she can't stay. Yeah, that's also what she's doing here. She shrugs. Just catching a ride, she says insolently. I've been catching engines across the region Albion for years. Seen half the sky I have. Port Prosper to the Silent Saints, Skyhenge to Carillon. What do you want? She's taken aback by the question. No one's ever asked before. Usually there's a lot of shouting and I'm chucked off at the next port. She thinks about it, looking around at the bridge. She's a good engine. Loyal. I'd like to stay, she decides. Until such time as I don't. Until such time as I don't. Until she doesn't want to stay anymore? Yeah, sure, let's get another character on board. What, actually? She salutes you inexpertly. You won't regret it. I can help out, like. I know my way around an engine, and I'm no stranger to the sky. I know stuff I could teach you. Perhaps another time you tell her. You shake her grubby hand and send her to bed. It's past her bedtime. Okay. Brunswood again. That represents quite a lot of money. And let's talk to her if we can. She has made what is best described as a nest in one corner of the hold. A jungle of blankets, a chipper, tea-stained mug, a handmade journal stitched together from pilfered pages. She keeps odd hours, often appearing at midnight to sit with the signaller on the late shift. She pulls her collar up when the wind howls, and she keeps her eyes down when the stars are bright. Allow her onto the bridge. You're working late, checking your course against the charts. She's been in the galley, teaching the crew new swear words, but she prefers the quiet hours up here, with the stars stretched across the forward window, and the clock ticking softly from the wall. Together you pore over the charts, sharing stories of the places you've been, and speculating about those you haven't. Okay, nothing new. What about the other mascot? Still... no. Here. Still nothing? Yeah. Blemigan does not care about us in the slightest. We bought its cider though. It's just ungrateful. I don't want to go back because I know there's the curator. I don't know what they're like in a proper fight. And my hull is half. We're going to Port Prosper. To New Winchester. Oops. It stopped moving. Too close for comfort. I think I dodged that. There we go. Let's first get whatever this is. Crockery. And then... whatever, just get some wood. Because that's a lot of money. Where do we go? We go there because we haven't passed that place. I don't expect there to be anything, but... oh, there's a wreck. The Atropos. Repairs. That's good. The finger of blame. Footsteps march down the corridor. A mob of disgruntled crew is on its way. The leading crew member holds up a hand. The tip of their middle finger is missing. Apparently it was there last night. Was it actually there last night? Now, come on, come on. The creature was found under their bed the next morning. It must be to blame. It's admirably neat work. No bite marks, no scabbing, no blood. It's just as if the fingertip had never existed. They've had enough of the beast. They want you to resolve the matter. How can you be sure it was a creature? And besides, it was only a fingertip, yeah. And I'm sure it was not even there in the first place. How could we jettison Dilly? We spare Dilly. The mob respects your authority and disbands, although without grace. From now on, they'll be sleeping with gloves on. Losing a finger or two to frostbite is not uncommon in the blistering cold of the high wilderness, but this finger wasn't lost. It was taken. Will this eventually get me killed? Because that would actually be a problem. We need to hatch more eggs. We need more eggs. Just gonna build an army of otherworld creatures. Hey, stuff. We're gonna have to jettison something. What did we get? 5, 6, 7. I don't know. We are very close, so let's just jettison the fuel. We got supplies. Well, that's 20 more sovereigns, so yeah, worth it. Winchester, we've been away for quite some time. Okay. Let's repair the locomotive. Let's, please, hire crew. 2 or 3, well, 3 would be great. Lower ambition, what do we need? I don't know. An eggmonger. The sign over the small stall at the far end of the platform is rife with mistakes. Huh? Recent news: a downed locomotive on Hybris. A Takati engine's gone down in the fungal jungle of Hybris, being a remote and mysterious colony on the very edge of reach. So what? The town crier pauses for breath and enters an alarming coughing fit, having inhaled a lungful of smoke. An enterprising stovepipe claps him sharply on the back. Thanks, he sputters. Are there any brave captains willing to rescue these poor souls from perfidy and mushrooms and such like? Whatever, sure. Cheers go up among the crowd as you step forward. God bless you, Captain, the crier says, his eyes awash with tears, though that could just be the smoke. New Winchester needs more of such stock. Where now the heroes of the blockade? He hands you the report, which reveals the engine was last seen heading to Hybris. He runs on, calling for a state of perpetual revolution, to a mixed response from the crowd. Near Hybris is definitely a dangerous place. There are mushroom atrocities. We've seen guests. And here we have marauders. So, yeah. Let's write it down. Hybris locomotive. Missing. Okay. I don't actually want to sell my egg, but I do want to see the event. The sign over the small stall at the far end of the platform is rife with mistakes. How is it possible to commit so many errors when writing the words "I buy eggs"? The man behind the stall wears a crooked hat and a tattered coat. He is in possession of more twitches than teeth. Care to sell some eggs, Captain? I buy him. He points to that sign proudly. Ah, right, it is taking up space in my hold. I forgot about that. Last time it cracked. We were facing some strong winds, and the event possibly referred to it, so that could be the trigger that caused them to hatch. But yeah, we are just gonna keep the eggs, of course. We want more dillies. Gonna have a whole army of dillies. The bazaar. Souls for Port Prosper. Bronze wood for Port Avon. That is gonna be so much money. And so we can take both. Ah, apparently we could not. Right. What's that? Nectar for Carillon. Ah, that's extremely easy. My bad. What button did I press? Come on, come on. Yeah. I don't know where we could find stained glass. We already have the literature. Resource. That's not a lot of money, but that's gonna be there for quite some time, and I'm not gonna be able to do it. So I just abandon it. That way I can take the bronze wood. Should have checked how many prospects I already had before that. Yeah, I don't have much money left actually. I burned quite a lot. But I can make it back. Go to the bank. We don't need this. Neither do we need that. We need only 5 of this. We can do both deliveries. Yeah. And then we just get some fuel. That way we can get to Port Avon or the circus, whichever we want to hit first. I guess Port Avon, because then we can go to the circus, learn about what happened in Hybris, and perhaps then we'll have to go back to Hybris. Sure. Before we do any of that, I'm going to take a quick pause.